Good morning. I'm Sally with the Homespun Hobby. It's early Saturday morning, and I'm not going to go to work till later today, so I thought I'd do some diamond painting. And I'm sitting in my room, and I have my lap desk. My lap desk is it cracked. I stepped on it. I stepped on the very edge of it, and it cracked, but I still use it. So I'm still working on my cousin's diamond art painting image, Summer Goal. And I've got these colors. I just love the colors. It's a picture of a lily in front of a pond and mountains in the background and the sky. So I'm going to work on 934 today. It's right here. Oh, great. Lay it down, stick it. 934. Look at these colors of the lily. I can't wait to get to the lily. I mean, look how pretty. So, I have my coffee. You know, I misplaced the wax that came with this. I have this wax. I shouldn't show the brand. And you know, the wax that came with this, I like it better. I think it's a little bit softer. And I don't have to fill my pen as often. And I have new pens. I wasn't going to use one, but I've decided I'm going to use a pen. Keep one for myself. This is a lipstick pen. I thought it was cute. Look, glittery. And I also have in stock this pen. This is a seafoam green. I tried to put this on my website earlier, but when I take a picture of it, the seafoam green, it just blasts to white. So I'm going to have to take a picture of this without the flash. I'll show you this one real quick. It's a diamond art pen. It's a drill pen. Just hollow plastic, but just fun. The queen bee that you are, or the queen or princess that you are. I don't have any masculine pens yet. They're on the way. I've got some. They're elk. Oh no, there's pearls in it too. But anyway. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to open this up. This is pretty secure. There. Well, I guess maybe I opened this one before because it was kind of tough to open it the first time I tried. And I have my tray. So diamond art painting is new to me. Customer service and sales is not, and helping the customer get what they want. I've been doing that pretty much all my life in brick and mortar stores, retail. I worked at Northern Reflections. Do you remember that store? I just placed an order. They're still open in Canada. I just ordered their sweatshirt and pajamas and a cardigan. They ship from Canada, so the shipping's a little expensive, but I'm not going to worry about that because I worked there in the 90s and I still have some of their sweaters. So I don't mind paying the $18.95 shipping because I'm going to have their clothes for a long time. I've worked at Northern Reflections, Macy's, Barnes & Noble, PetSmart, a local pet supply store. I've worked in a defunct, oh my goodness, pharmacy. And I'm trying to remember. Wow. So anyway, customer service, going above and beyond, is something that I enjoy. And right now I work in merchandising, which is going into the stores when they have a project to be done and setting the project. Like right now, there's a medicine brand that has new products coming out, so I'm going into the stores and making room for that new product, moving the older product around. And I'm helping customers because they don't know that I don't work in the store. I'm in the store and I'm working, and so they approach me because they think I'm an employee, and so I help them if I can because I enjoy that. Okay, so I have my cheaters on. So I can help you get what you want and make sure you're happy with the product that you get. And I really can't give advice on diamond painting, but you can give me advice. So I have my cheaters on. And I'm kind of stubborn. I like sitting in my room, and I like sitting in my room, and I like doing my diamond painting. Comfortable. So I started to tell you about this wax. Oh, I did tell you about the wax. I finished it, I think, right? So these little pots are really, really cute, and I think they're a nice additive, you know, just to have a nice kit that you get. But honestly, this is a one-use thing that's just gonna be thrown away. A lot of this stuff is one use. You know, these little packets that the pen comes in, and these little packets that the beads come in. But I guess if you can choose whatever you want to choose not to, I'm going to choose not to. So I don't know. I've got my phone going for the live, so it's going to look like I'm on my phone. Okay, so this green is the symbol with a little square in it. And this is part of the mountains that I'm doing. So I'm working on this upside down so I can see so I'm working on it upside down so I can be closer to the end that I'm working on. Does that make sense? Because I'm working on this side. All right. So while I'm doing this, I'm learning, and I'm having fun. Oh, that's not right. That's crooked. And I've learned that the popping drills, that's user error. Because if I don't set the drills down right, and then later on I go and I force a drill into a spot that I didn't leave enough room because I put the other drills in the wrong spot, that's when the drills pop. And some people say, no, that's not it. So, okay, I've got something to learn there. But that's what I've learned from myself. If I don't put them in the right spot, they're going to pop. So I've always been one to make do with what I have, and I enjoy that. It's almost like a challenge. When I was a kid, I would go out and I had I had all my credit cards because I felt so rich. And I bought so much stuff. See, I did it again. I bought so much stuff, and then I went through and I got rid of all my stuff because it's like I have all this crap. You know, I lived here in Massachusetts. I packed up what I could to fit in my car. And I moved to Texas and I bought more stuff. And then I packed it all up in my car and I moved home. And some of the stuff was sentimental. And years later, it's like, why am I hanging on to this? Because at the time it was sentimental, and then when I was going through it, it's like, well, this isn't so sentimental anymore. And also, so I wouldn't have to spend money, I became very, very thrifty. Now that, my hand just slid. And I became very thrifty, and it's like, I'm going to make do with what I have. Which is why I still have this lap desk. It still works just fine. I just got to position it just so. you know, doing this live, I have the light shining directly onto the canvas, and the glare, it makes it difficult to see. And my hair. So if you have tips, tell me what to do differently. And so what I like about customer service is helping people. So my form of helping people is retail sales, but I enjoy it. I need a light pad to see this. I enjoy retail sales so much because when somebody is out and they need something and they can't find it and I help them find it, that's nice. When I worked at Barnes & Noble and people were looking for books, I could recommend books and they would come back and tell me how much they liked the book, and that's kind of cool. And then when I worked at Northern Reflections, I could help people put together outfits. We used to joke that Northern Reflections was like Gur Animals for adults because the clothes were made to match. And so somebody might buy a pair of pants and there would be an embroidered mock neck or a turtleneck, and the embroidery thread was the same color of the pants, kind of thing. And just the satisfaction of helping somebody put something together or find something they need is just nice. I have a river there. I thought I popped it. So I have my products made from a manufacturer. And the guy who I talked to at my manufacturer, his name is Bryant. And I can ask him questions. And I do talk to him. It's pretty awesome. You know, my computer translates to Chinese and his computer translates, my computer translates to English and his computer translates to Chinese. I don't tie my hair up. And so I can say, you know, I have this painting on my site and I'm seeing this size. But what would be a better size for this painting? And he'll suggest a size. And if he's not, well, I shouldn't say if he's not sure, he will also talk to his designer and show him the image. And the designer will also make recommendations. And that's really, really valuable to me. And then when they design the image into the diamond art canvas, he will show it to me. And I can say, yes, I like this, or no, you know, can you change that color? Same with customs. I've had customs made for people, and I can show them the layout first before it's made, and they can approve it. And so far, everybody's been really happy with the product that they get. Like when I had this, when they were doing this painting, they actually, I was talking with them about it, and they actually sent me a sample so I could see it first before I bought it. And I thought that was really cool. Of course, I paid for the sample, you know, and I don't mind that at all. But I had a couple of samples, and then I could work on it and make sure that I was happy. Where'd that go? There it is. Before I purchased it. So that's really nice. So that's a service that I can offer to you. You can review your custom and approve it before you pay for it. Well, wait a minute. No, I misspoke. You have to pay for it before they design it because they're going to spend time on it, so they need to be paid for that time too. However, you can approve it before it's actually printed. There we go. I'm liking this pen. Are you guys even? Yeah, you can see. All right. Maybe. There. So I want to tell you a little bit about working in retail and the age difference. I am so much older than these kids that work in the retail stores now. And when I was at work, customer service above and beyond was a thing. That's not a thing anymore. So I was doing some merchandising. I was in a grocery store. And I was over in the cosmetics, eye medicine, health and beauty, that's what it's called, I guess. And so in our grocery store, in the health and beauty section, there's shorter aisles. And there's like a break in between the aisle. It's like its own section. But anyway, I was standing there working, and suddenly this shopping cart just comes around the corner by itself. And then I see this top of this woman's head just spin into my vision, spin into my view, kind of like just kind of spun. And I went over to her. This lady had fallen. And she's okay. I wanted to get help. I wanted to report that she fell. She didn't want any of that. She was joking. She's like, I have a bum knee, and she was wearing clogs, and, her foot just slipped out of the clog. So I was trying to help her to get up, and I asked her, what do you need me to do? Because she said, oh, this has happened before. And I've had an elderly mother. She died 6 years ago, but, I've been through this. And so there was a gentleman who happened to walk onto the scene, looked over, saw what was going on, and came over and helped this woman as well. So between the two of us, we couldn't get her up because, she had to put her feet, kind of bend her knees and put her feet flat on the floor, and we had to help her up and her feet would slide. And there was a young employee who walked over, saw that this gentleman had walked up to help us, and she turned around and walked away. And I called to her, I said, excuse me, miss, are you going to report this? Because even though the customer didn't want to report it, I know that the store could get in a lot of trouble if they did not do anything about it, or at least have it in writing. Because I said to this woman, if you get home and you're hurt and you have a headache or something, the store is going to need to have this in a report. They need to have the paperwork. But this girl, she saw this woman flat on her back and two people trying to help her up, and she just decided to turn around and walk away. Maybe it was an age thing, but I thought, are you kidding me? And I just couldn't believe it. People just don't want to get involved. And then I was at a pharmacy working, and this elderly woman walked by, and she had a cane, and she asked me where the Christmas cards were. I said, I'm a vendor. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with this store. Perhaps they're in the seasonal aisle. Oh, I looked, I didn't see them. So she walked over to the pharmacy. I was right next to the pharmacy. And she asked somebody there, where are the Christmas cards? And the person in the pharmacy said, do you have a mask? Oh, I forgot it in the car. So she goes out into the car to get it. I was almost tempted to say, tell me what your car is, I'll go get it for you. But I did not, and I kind of felt bad about that. And so I was at the pharmacy, so I'm at the opposite end of the store from the front door. And then she walks by me again and she said, this person told me oh, she has her mask on now, so she walked all the way out to the store and came all the way back in. And for an elderly person, that's can be a hike. So she walks by me now for the second time, and she tells me that she asked at the pharmacy where the Christmas cards were, and they told her it was the front of the store. And she asked if she didn't find them. She asked at the front of the store, and they told her to go back by the pharmacy. And so now she's a little out of breath. She's walking slow. She's got her cane. I said to her, why don't you wait right here? I'm going to go find out where the Christmas cards are, and I will come back and get you, and I will bring you to them. Oh, thank you so much. So that's what I did. I went up front, I waited in line, and when it was my turn, I said, there's an elderly woman who's looking for Christmas cards, and she's having trouble finding them. Oh, I told her where they were. So she walked with me down to where they were, but somebody had moved them. But really, they moved them from one side of the aisle, and they were directly opposite where they were yesterday. So I went and I got the lady, because now the clerk wasn't with me anymore, and I brought her to the Christmas cards. And she said to me, oh, you're so much more helpful than people who work here. She said, thank you so much. And I understand that people at the store were busy, and there was probably a line at the cash register, but a customer is a customer. And you stop and you help that customer until you are finished, or until the customer is finished, and then you go to the next customer. That's the way that works. There are gruffy customers who are like, I don't want to wait. Well, you know what? You wait, and then I'm going to give you the same attention that I gave this person in front of you, and the person behind you is going to have to wait. You don't say that to the customer, but you at least acknowledge them and say, oh, I will be right with you when I'm done, you know. But people, that customer service, oh, and this lady said to me, they don't do customer service like they did in our day. I said, they sure don't, but this woman was probably 20 years older than me, so I don't like to think that our day is the same day, considering we're at least a generation apart. But I knew what she meant, and I smiled, and I agreed with her. So that's who I am, and I'm not saying this to say, you know, I'm not saying that for you to go, oh, that was nice of you. I'm not looking for compliments. I mean, you might not even want to compliment me, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just illustrating who I am. And that's what you're going to get when you shop at a Homespun Hobby. Oh, you know what? I'm not even on camera, am I? I'm just yakking away, and I'm not really doing much of anything. So what are you working on? Show me your work in progress. I still have 5 paintings of Small Town left. Small Town is a painting. It's about 10 inches in width and 30-something inches in length. And I thought it would look cute above a small. I thought it would be cute above a door frame, but you know, you put it wherever you want. And it's a tiny village, so it's a row of different style Victorian houses. And it's fresh snow. And there's smoke coming out of the chimneys against the blue sky. And there's a tiny little Christmas tree on one end, and there's a tiny little Christmas tree on the other. So it's kind of like, maybe like a downtown scene, all the houses downtown. And all the paintings and dollhouse kits and puzzles and wool felting projects, or wool felting starter kits that I have in stock here in Massachusetts are all 25% off. So you still have time to order those and get those for Christmas. Oh, and these pens. The pens. And what do I have? I have miniature dollhouse kits. I have diamond art painting kits. I have box theater dollhouse kits. And a wool felting kit. The wool felting kit is a tiny little starter kit to try to see if you like it. And all the instructions are in English. I made sure of that before I bought it. This pen is comfortable to hold. And the glitter is fun. And it works just fine. You know, with my cheaters and the glare on the top of the diamonds, I can't tell. I can't tell which side is up. And I guess I need better cheaters. So what are you looking for diamond artwork? Let me know in the comments. The artwork I have is Old Masters and royalty-free images and a licensed artist, Diane Nadolny. And I'm in conversations with a couple of more licensing companies. But when you go through a company, there's one company that it would be $1,000 to license one image. Ah, come on, I did that wrong twice now. And there's another, I was in contact with a woman. Her mother was the artist, and her mother just died. Probably 3 months ago now. And so the daughter was handling the licensings for her mom's artwork. And I hadn't heard back from her, so I sent her another email. And she hired a company to license her mom's artwork. So the terms are going to change. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to license it after all, because the mother was doing the artwork for fun. She enjoyed it, and she wanted to share her work, and so she wasn't charging a lot to license her artwork. So that was just her. She was running her own business. But now there's a licensed company involved, so the price is going to go up. As I said, I told them, well, I was going to license this piece for so much money. And he's like, yeah, we don't license it for that. Such a small amount. So, I don't know if that's going to happen. And I wanted to use the art for a mystery painting, because it's not on my website yet, and no one would have seen it. Well, you may have seen it if you know her artwork, so I'm not going to mention her name, though, because I don't know if I'm going to get the license or not. But I know you've seen the artwork because a lot of it is stolen, and it's on AliExpress. In fact, that's how I found her. There was an image that I really liked. Somebody wanted to buy it, and I had it on my website. Or did I? No, I didn't. In the beginning, I had all these paintings on my website, and then I found out that the manufacturers don't have the license, so I took them all off. But this woman said she was looking for wolves, so I went searching for images for wolves, and I went on, and I found a few, and then I did a reversed image search, and that's how I found this artist, and so I contacted the daughter. Well, I contacted the artist, and the daughter got back to me and said her mother just died. And I had contacted her probably about the same time her mother died, because it took her a month to get back to me, and she said, my mother died a month ago. So I know that you're familiar with the artwork if you've looked on AliExpress. Her artwork is all over it. And so that's unfortunate. And I was talking with her about it, and she said, the daughter, and she was telling me how, you know, when she sees the artwork on websites, she'll contact people and ask them to take it down. But she said it's such a huge problem that she can't keep up with all the work it is. I mean, she could work all day just emailing people and ask them to take the artwork down off the site because it's not properly licensed. And she told me that licensing companies have teams of people, and that's their job. Can you imagine? Their job is to find unlicensed artwork and contact people and say, take it off the site. That's how big the problem is. Well, that's why I have a lot of old masters, and I'm looking for paintings with a lot of color, which are the old masters. They don't have a lot of color, or it's a lot of one color, but that was the style back in the 1800s. So I have sold a lot of paintings to people who like the old masters, which is nice. I contacted the company that licensed Norman Rockwell, and I never heard back. I'm such a small company. If someone looked at my site, I don't know. Or perhaps, well, I don't know. Maybe they probably get so many requests every day anyway. I did see, I think it was Diamond Dots has the license for that painting with the kids on the bench. I saw that somebody posted their husband bought it for them. And then I had a company tell me, well, the artwork is stolen and so rampant, they didn't know if they wanted to give me a license to do diamond artwork with the painting, because the problem is especially bad with diamond art painting manufacturers and sellers. And I understand that it really stinks to be honest and not get what you want. I mean, I could steal the artwork, and I can have the artwork made and sell it until someone asks me to stop. And I don't want to get sued. I mean, that would be awful. But in the meantime, I'd make some money because people like this work. And not everybody knows that the artwork is stolen. I realize that because I didn't. But it really stinks to be honest and then be told no because of your honesty. But I'm still in conversation with this company. They didn't close the door yet. The licensed person was going to talk to the artist. And it takes a while. I'm still waiting to hear back. I've had a conversation going on for a while now, and I'm just waiting to hear back. They're going to do... Oh, I don't have a dot on my pen, that's why. And she said, we should have an offer for you, because they're changing the way they do business. So I'm waiting for them to decide what they're going to do, and then see what they offer me. But in the meantime, I have Monet. I'm going to do... I have Monet up right now for paint by numbers. And I'll do... I think diamond art. Some of the paintings, I don't know how the diamond art would translate, because diamond art, the lines are so fine. And with the painting with the brush, the lines are not fine. You know, they're abstract or you know what I mean. It's not definitive. The line is not definitive. I guess, is that how you describe it? So I don't know how it would translate. But I found an artist that I really like, James Tissot, Tissot. He does a lot of paintings of rich people on yachts from the 1800s. And so the women have the big gowns with the bustles and the feathered hats, and they're just gorgeous. So I started putting him on my website. And I have a little bit of information about the painting because Wikipedia says you can use this, you can use what we say, and we just want, they want to be, what do you call it? Oh my gosh, credited. So I used their work, and then I put a shout out to Wikipedia for sharing the information so freely or whatever. And then I also have if something is in the public domain, there's verbiage I have to put in the description. That's upside down. And so that's in there too. And if I use royalty-free images, I credit the name of the artist. Now, I am curious about the royalty-free images because an artist will upload their drawings, photography, artwork, clip art, and there's different licenses. You can use it for free, but you can't reproduce it. You can use a commercial use, but you can't sell it, reproduce it and sell it. So I'm guessing a commercial use might be, I don't know if that's like putting it in a magazine or maybe hanging it up on the wall in a commercial building. Oh, here it is, that's why. And then there's also a license, a COO license, where you can use it for anything you want, and that includes reproducing it in a different form and selling it and making money. So for the artist to do that, that's pretty generous, but I don't know how they get paid. There's one artist, I have given her a donation because I have used her artwork, but I have to edit it. I have to edit the image, so it's not just her artwork, but I have to change it and I can use it. So I've done that too, and I've given her a donation because I've downloaded a bunch of her artwork. And then some of these sites you have to pay, like Shutterstock or something like that. So at least the artists get paid for that. But I'm curious how, the artists, maybe they just do it for a hobby and just want to make a little mad money, but I don't know how they make money if they're posting on these websites and then you can just use it. A lot of these websites too, they say you can do this, this, and this, and what you can't do is make another website where you sell this artwork. So I can take an image and I can make a diamond painting and I can sell it, but I can't take an image and put it on a website with a bunch of other images and charge a fee for people to use the artwork. I have no idea how long I've been doing this. So I don't know. It's early in the morning. I don't see anybody on with me. But that's alright. I thought I would get some stuff done. I'm actually going to meet someone today. The reason I'm going to work late is I contacted someone I worked with in the past and said, my company needs more people. Are you still working full-time at this other place? And she said, no. I said, well, we need you. So I had 3 projects in one store today. But I called my boss, and she and I And so now I have one project. Two of my projects were given to this girl, and we're going to meet up at this store, and I'm going to train her how to use the reporting system that we use. So she's got a job this morning, and I'm going to meet her later. Excuse me. So that's going to be, it's going to be fun to see her. And it's kind of nice that I can have a lazy morning and get some diamond painting done. Well, get it done. Enjoy the process of the diamond painting. So show me your work in progress in the comments. I want to see. So many people, we all have different tastes in artwork and what we do, and I'm just fascinated by all of it. Because it's just so pretty, and, you know, different people have different tastes in what they like, and the artwork is so much fun. Okay. I guess I'm going, I don't know how long I've been doing this. I've been yakking. Talking, at least I'm not talking to myself now because you guys, you guys are here. So that's, I'm not loopy. My cats aren't even here to say that I'm talking to my cats. All right. Let me know what kind of artwork you're looking for. I have artwork here in my home that I can get in the mail, and you can have it by Christmas. So take a look at my website. I have 25% off everything that I have in stock that can be shipped out immediately, and I have that in a collection, so it's all together. So take a look at that at homespunhobby.com, and I hope to hear from you soon. Have a great day.